the heck are these runners doing wrong? It's time to find out. Hit it. Dun, dun, dun. Come on. Dun, dun. Where's my song? Oh, yeah, man. It's been a couple weeks. We're rusty. We're back in action. Oh, yeah. Welcome to a fresh new episode of the Fitness Avengers, where we fight fat, frustration, and fitness fakes. I'm your host, master trainer, and author, Tony Arreola from TotalBodyProject.com, and I'm on a personal mission to simplify fitness for you, coming at you every Monday night at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time on Facebook and YouTube live. Woo! All right. We are rocking and rolling. Have you guys ever heard of this runner's high? Is this a real thing? Can running suck any less? Well, today we're going to find out if the runner's high is a real thing and how we can get this mysterious runner's high. Some people actually like running. Technically I like running. I like winning. Winning is a good thing. Winning medals is another really good thing. So use our new hashtag LiveFit, which I'll be talking about more in a little bit into the program. Today, I'm going to be sharing the 8 do's and don'ts of running, starting with equipment, distance, stride, all the things that you need to be successful in running. And most importantly, so you don't get hurt, because that's the easiest way to stop running. That's the number one thing I hear from people. Well, I used to run by my knees or my ankles or whatever. And these stats from I think it's from the Harvard Review, 30 to 75%. It's a lot. That means most runners are getting hurt, but there's a good 25% of them that are not. So we're going to help you with that. Our Ask the Trainer is a good question, is what are the best running shoes? So we'll talk about, what is it, Nike, Adidas, all those. And the most exciting news is that my new group coaching program just opened. So this is a little bit different than my online program that I had before. This is the next step, the next evolution. And I'll be talking more about that. If you want to apply, if you want to join me in this pioneering group where we're trying to make the world's best service, this world's best platform, then send me a message and I'll invite you to jump on in there. But I'd love to have you in there as we build out just an amazing program for transformation. Comment if you're watching. If you're watching live, say hello. If you're watching the replay, say hi. Or if you're watching on Ghost or Creeper status, then just watch, I guess, and I won't know that it's you. Either way, thanks for watching. Thanks for tuning in. Running, for the most part, sucks, right? You get out there and it's hard. The first few steps are hard and it just gets harder. But what exactly are you doing wrong? Because there's some people that really enjoy running and can run for a long time. Like I shared earlier, I've qualified for the Boston Marathon. I ran the Boston Marathon. Oh, hi. Hello, Cindy. Woo. Cindy says hello. Hola, Cindy. Hey. Woo. Cindy's she's actually, part of my pioneering clients on the LiveFit coaching program. So she's had tremendous results. So awesome, Cindy. Thanks for jumping on board. Woo. Hola. So people make a lot of mistakes with running, and it gets them hurt usually, and it gets them to hate running, and so they stop. So today I wanted to, usually I've been doing a lot of weight loss shows and a lot of, we've done habit formation, we've done mindset, but this is the first real endurance training that I've given. And, background on me, I've done the Boston Marathon, I've qualified for the New York Marathon, I have 6 Ironmans under my belt. I rode my bike from Mexico to Canada and also from San Diego to Colorado. So I've done a lot of endurance stuff and a lot of racing. And it's really one of my passions. I love pushing myself. I love having goals and I love doing these things. And one thing I realized for myself, at least, don't really like running that much. I like winning and I like competing, but not necessarily, I'm not the type that goes out for a run. So it's safe to say that I can help you get better at running, even if you don't like to run. If you love to run, I can help you not get hurt. So the first big mistake that I see with people when they start running is that they have no plan at all. Usually if they can beat the procrastination and just get out there and start kind of going, they just don't know what to do and how to go. So they end up, what I see that's really painful is that they end up, first thing is that they run on the concrete. And the concrete is like the worst thing that you can do for running, for your joints, for anything like that. I really, really try to avoid the concrete. That's like number one as far as like the levels of running, because remember, every time, every mile that you're putting on your body, you're putting like about 1,000 pounds of force on your bones, joints, ankles, all that stuff. And the more you weigh, right? The more you weigh, the more mass, the more weight you have, there's going to be even more pressure on those joints. And concrete has no give, right? You got shoes that are kind of cushiony to absorb that shock, but concrete has no give. So when you hit concrete, you're going to hit hard. So the order as far as like where you run, you want to start with, concrete. Absolutely avoid that at all costs. The next thing is that you can do is maybe asphalt. So running on the street, although it's kind of dangerous, not here in Irvine so much, but in other places, you can, if you can't get off the concrete, run on the asphalt. And then ideally you want to run on dirt, right? Because dirt's a little bit safer. And then there's trail and there's this track. And the track has the most give. And all these different surfaces really provide more padding. And as you're building the running, it helps you to minimize those injuries so that you don't get hurt. Now, when you go out there and run, think about where you're gonna run. For one, it's like see people get lost. Are they gonna do like an out and back? Are you gonna run around the neighborhood? Are you gonna run on a treadmill? Have a plan and don't focus so much on the distance when you're starting, but focus on the time that you're running. And be kind to yourself. Practice some self-compassion, and realize that you're gonna be running and walking, but you're just going for time. So if you're just starting, 10, 15 minutes of running, that's fine. So you go off for, 7.5, come back for 7.5. You go off for 10, come back for 10, and you run, walk. So you build it like that, at least while you're starting. Once you get more advanced, then you can start adding other things like low heart rate training, cadence drills, all the things that you see or that you probably want to start with that looks sexier. It is sexier, but it's not where you're at right now. If you're just starting, or if you've been getting hurt a lot, you really want to start at the beginning, which leads us to fail number 2. Way too much, way too soon. I hear this from people that used to run track, used to run cross country, used to be an athlete, used to play football. I used to, blah, blah, blah. And the problem is that you're not there anymore. You used to, you're not doing it anymore. So guess what? If you haven't done it in a long time and you try to do that again, you're really likely to get hurt because you haven't built up the endurance. The bone density isn't there. So you're more apt to get hurt. So if you are going out to run, again, don't go for like a distance, go for a time and be ready to run, walk, rest, run, walk, rest, all those things as you build up. As you get better and better, you will be able to increase the speed and increase the distance. But it's more likely that you start off way too hard and you quit. That's way more likely than what was I going with that? Yeah, it's way more likely if you start off too hard that you'll quit. Then if you start slower, you'll ease into it and you're more likely to build consistency and build habits and build progress and actually become a runner, not just somebody who runs. The next mistake I see a lot of is no water, right? And I even see this. What's sad is I see people take their dogs out and they'll take these dogs out and then, dogs that are small and they got 4 legs, but they don't give them any water. So what happens is that your body's 65% water. So let's all take a drink right here. Nourish our brain, nourish our heart. Every part of your body really depends on water. And when you're dehydrated, even a 3% dehydration state is going to affect your performance 15%. So if you think you're really tired, it might be that you're just not drinking water. And I'll see this with a lot of runners, especially when they're starting, is that they don't drink water. You should have a whole water bottle right before you go out on your first run. Before you go on your first run, you should drink always 1 full water bottle and then plan for water about every 15 minutes to start. But you gotta drink the water, because if you don't have any water, your heart rate's gonna skyrocket and you're just gonna feel crushed because the run will feel especially hard. Fail number 4, don't have the right shoes. This is a tough one because, I want people to start running, but you have to have shoes that are breathable because your feet are gonna swell up. They're going to get bigger and they're going to need air. So shoes that are all leather around or don't have much airflow or are too narrow, aren't really like running shoes, are going to hurt you when you start to run. If you don't have the right insoles, if you have like flat feet or an arch, or your feet pronate a little bit. You want to adjust for all those things because the right shoes are super important if you're serious about running. If you're not, you can. I mean, I started running with Nike Shocks, leather Shocks, and damn, that was stupid. Right? I got blisters and my feet hurt, and I couldn't understand why I was having such a hard time until this is before I got educated on this endurance stuff. But those things can make it harder. Running's already hard enough. And if you don't have the right like equipment or things you're set up for success, it's going to be even harder, and it's more likely that you quit. All right. So emoji time. Dun, 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 If you're watching live, hit those hearts, hit those love. If you're watching us on YouTube, on Facebook Live, everywhere. Woo! Yeah. If you're watching the replay on troll mode, if you're on ghost mode, hit those ghosts. It might be cool if you got a ghost. Or trolls. I hit troll mode. I'm in troll mode. All right. Now let's talk about the wins. How can you make running sustainable and something and you become a runner, right? Not just someone who runs. You want to become a runner. And how do you become a runner and you identify as a runner? That becomes who you are. It's your new identity, because that's how true transformation happens. Is you want to build habits. Like we talked about it before a lot. We want to build habits. We want to get those neural nets forming. We want neuroplasticity and neurogenesis working for us by building the habits, by activating the brain with tiny celebrations. You want to make it easy. So if you're planning on running, maybe 2 or 3 times a week, or start with twice a week, and start by making it small. Get your stuff ready. Plan the time that you're going to work out. And you don't have to go far. You just have to go. Maybe the first time you run, sounds silly. Maybe you just jog to your driveway and come back, right? But you do it Tuesday and Thursday and Saturday. So you get 3 wins. You celebrate, right? Dopamine rushes the brain. You build these neural nets, and now you're starting to get some wins. Versus, I'm going to run 3 miles, and then you get out there and it's really painful, and you don't run it. Then you feel like a failure. I suck. Those automatic negative thoughts come, and why do I try? And I don't run anyways because I always get hurt. Blah, yada yada. Start small and then build habits. And remember, the goal is not to run. The goal is to become a runner. And once you become a runner, then it's who you are and it's what you do. That's kind of like the mecca that we're talking about with my fitness programs. Hola, Nicole. Nicole is on here. Woo. Yeah. Woo, woo. And you came, Nicole, for a special part where we stop negative thoughts. Automatic negative thoughts. Even we're running with weight loss, with learning to play the piano, with learning to play the guitar. All these negative thoughts fill our mind, right? Because we get about 60,000 thoughts a day. 90 to 95% of those are the same thoughts that we had yesterday and the day before. So we got to know that when we get these negative thoughts, right, they're going to come, right? I'm a sucky swimmer. Why do I try? I'm just going to happen in my, whatever the case may be. You get these automatic thoughts and you want to catch them, right? Catch them, notice and name them, right? This is an automatic negative thought. It doesn't help me, right? You want to repurpose that phrase, whether it's, I'm not a runner yet. I don't run fast yet. I'm working on becoming a better runner. I'm working on becoming a better athlete. I'm working on really mastering these behavioral change methods. I'm really working on improving my life. I want to become a writer. All these different things that you want to be doing. You want to think of those thoughts as that little coach in your head, right? And if your coach is beating you up all day, like you suck, you don't get this done, you never run, you're never going to achieve that, you're a lot less likely to continue with that. And it's really likely that you quit. So, and this is hard because our thoughts with us are with us all the time, right? It's just this constant. And if it's like not positive thoughts, oh my God, it's just beating you up. It's going to be really hard to change. So we want to catch these thoughts, right? Notice them, name them, write them down if we have to, and start to really rewrite that script so that you can get a positive script that's going to help you change in the right direction. The next thing is you want to get the right stuff. The right stuff. Kona. You got the right stuff, Kona? I don't know if Kona's got the right stuff, but Was that New Kids on the Block? Or I don't know, maybe Backstreet Boys? I don't know. Somebody. You need shoes, socks, and underwear. Okay, those are the three things you need to be a runner. Shoes, right? You need breathable, like mesh-like shoes that can get air in and out. Usually, like maybe a quarter to half size bigger than you typically wear because the foot expands. You need the right socks. You can't run with cotton socks. Okay, they're gonna give you blisters. They're gonna hurt. So you're gonna need some dry fit socks. So invest in some good socks. You might need insoles because the insoles in the shoes are really flimsy. So you might want to order some like super feet, or if you go to like road runners, those guys can get you fitted with some right insoles. Don't spend the money yet. Okay. Don't go crazy and spend all this money on insoles and holograms and mechanics and all that stuff. And if you don't know if you're going to run yet, figure out the running first, figure out you like the running, and then go ahead and invest and get yourself some dry fit underwear, because that stuff is going to leave a mark if you don't get that stuff right. But those three things alone are going to make your running feel, oh my God, so much better. And if you feel comfortable, then it's less likely that you quit, because running's already hard. You don't want it to get worse. Next win number 4 is ask an expert. No, don't ask your husband who's not a runner. Don't ask your cousin who used to run. Ask somebody who's an expert, who is a runner and who knows what they're talking about, right? We don't want the blind leading the blind over here. We want someone who knows what they're talking about, is going to help guide you in the right direction, because running is fun. It's really rewarding. It burns a ton of calories. It's easy to do because you don't need equipment. You can literally get ready 5 minutes, 3 minutes, be out and back and get a great workout. But you have to know what you're doing so that you're not in this 30 to 75% of people that get hurt, right? So ask an expert. I happen to be an expert. So if you want to ask me, great. You can ask a lot of people that are runners, that are true running experts, and they can help you. All right. So what are the best running shoes? Easy. The Nike Vapor 4%. Next question. Well, everyone else is trying to copy these guys, but Nike spent a lot of time developing these shoes to give you a 4% kick, which actually, with the carbon kick in the back, these shoes, they do work. They do make you faster, but only if you're running at a pretty elite level. So for most people, it's really not going to matter. The best shoes are the ones that, for you, who are watching this, if you're trolling or if you're ghosting, watching live, even better, you want shoes that feel comfortable and that you enjoy. You know, like a thicker type shoe, they call them like training shoes. So like a heavier kind of sole, that are wider block, maybe a little bit heavier shoe. It's good for putting a lot of miles on. And then you have what's called the racing flat, which are your lighter shoes that you would use specifically for races, right? So those are the different levels of shoes that you got. For most people, you don't need to go that far. It's got to get some shoes that you like, that are breathable. You got to get some insoles that you like, that can help you, and you got to get the socks. You get that stuff right, and then later on, which in a couple years, when you're running with Eliud Kipchoge and you're thinking about qualifying for the Boston Marathon, then we could talk about saving you 4% speed on shoes. All right. My God. So my Live Fit 365 coaching program. So thank you to everyone who's jumped in. We got some awesome people that are in the program. And what this program is for, it's for people that kind of like maybe don't need a trainer showing them what to do every day. Maybe they just need some accountability. They need direction. They need somewhere to talk about the stuff that makes it hard to work out, overcoming obstacles, whether it be kids, mindset, sleep, all those issues, all those things we talk about with my clients. We put them into a curriculum. So what I did was I put in a core curriculum that teaches you how to eat right, how to stretch, eliminate back pain, stop automatic negative thoughts, all these things into different modules. And the modules are designed as a training that to go along with the group coaching, which is that happens every week. And so far, the program has been amazing. I've had some tremendous success. Cindy's actually a byproduct of it. She's rocking and rolling, rolled it out with her company, and people just saw tremendous results. And so it's proven to be a really successful model, because we still get the other stuff, habit formation, you get individualized messaging, all those things. So it's just really designed to take everything that I know in this brain of mine, put it into a course, give you weekly accountability, weekly coaching and help guide you all the way to the fit side. So if you're watching this and you think this is the right fit for you, or you just kind of want to explore how this all works, like how much money it costs and all those things, send me a message. I'm taking 10 people this month. I've already signed up 4. So I got 6 spots left. I would love to have you jump on and really make this transition from the COVID. No more masks. There's no more mask. We can end the COVID craziness and really try to cement these habits to get you fit today, tomorrow, and for the rest of your life. Woo! Woohoo! All right. So it's time to live your life fit. Thank you so much for tuning in, for watching. Please like, share, comment, ghost, troll. So my new ones. It's like me people. Cindy's giving us endorsement. There you go, Cindy. And Cindy is not being paid for her endorsement. This is honest stuff. Thanks, Cindy. I appreciate it. And Cindy, it's kudos to you. You're the one doing the work. So remember, I'm just a guide, kind of help you along, but you're the one doing the work. And that's we all are really capable of remarkable change. We just need a plan. We need some accountability, and we need some coaching. Somebody who believes in us. Woo! So tune in next week. I'm going to be sharing with you how to sleep for peak performance, not just to manage your life. We're talking about getting you an extra 10, 15% of physical and mental ability. So make sure you don't miss next week. Again, my name's Tony Arreola, NASM Master Trainer, author, and my purpose in life is to teach you, to empower you with the keys to unlock your true potential and realize your ultimate health and happiness. You're the reason I exist. Thank you so much for tuning in. And it's time to live your life fit. Take it away, Courtney.
Thank you for watching the Fitness Avenger live show. If you like the show, make sure to like it and share. Please join us next week on Facebook Live. This week's show is brought to you by our close friends at Total Body Project.
Thanks, friends.
Visit totalbodyproject.com for more info.
Live fit. Live your life.